Well, here I am, leaving this apartment, moving out. This apartment empty. A lot of work has gone into the last 3 days to get everything out. It was a week ago that we looked at our new place, and within that time we moved in. So everything feels like a blur, and I thought I'd make this video just to really, I guess, say goodbye to this place, this little nest that has been my home. I am excited for what's to come, but I won't lie, there is a huge tinge of sadness about saying goodbye. For those who don't know the backstory, this is the place where I didn't just live, it's where I lived. I moved here after a year in Sydney, and then this is where I've been for the last 6 years. Life in Sydney was quite rough. I really struggled to just lay my foundation and get my roots in, and that's exactly what I got here. I lived with the perfect housemate, Andy, who just welcomed me, gave me the space to transition to life here and do what I need to do. And then slowly after that, I met my friends. They all have memories here, coming here, little hangouts in the balcony, and then eventually Andy left and I got new housemates. I had this saga of going through like 3 of them. The one with the bed bugs, the one that just rearranged the place and then didn't pay his rent and ran away. And then the beautiful angelic like Fong, who was perfect, a great human I'm so glad to have lived with till he moved out, and then my partner moved in, which was a new experience for both of us. And now we're moving to a new place ourselves where, I guess in her words, we can not just survive but thrive, and that means having more space, having a yard, having a shed to do other creative artistic projects without worrying about making a mess. So that's all exciting, but like I said, there's always a tinge of sadness when it comes to saying goodbye to a place that really is embedded in who you are. This whole area, I often say Hawthorn is perfect because it really is, and I had everything within walking distance, the gym across the road, so I really benefited from that. But also just meeting people in this apartment complex, getting to know people in these 3-minute conversations spanning over a few years, and then realizing that you don't even know their names because you've come too far to ask. It's weird, so you just call them mate or say, "How you going?" But I've seen kids go from toddlers to actual children in this time, so it's been beautiful. And this is where I did lockdown. I stood on this balcony outside and watched the non-existent traffic. I did loops around this area on and caught sunsets sitting in the corner, light on the balcony couch, just gazing at the little stars that I could see. And yeah, it's I think what I really learnt here in this place is home, really the meaning of home, and having being grounded in where you live, I think, and feeling safe. And then once you have that set up, the rest of your life can flourish, because that's what I really liked in Sydney, and that's what I really got here. So to this place, I'd say thank you for housing me, thank you for being a roof over my head, and supporting me in my growth and all the different, I guess, experiences I've gone through, the layers, the skins that I've somewhat shed. I mean, when I arrived here, I was different. I wasn't as grounded in myself. I didn't have, I wasn't happy with my level of health and fitness and the way I coped with certain things. And through this time here, I got I went to India and Nepal. I did that. I came back. I was diagnosed with ADHD. I had to go through that. I found a new position, worked part-time, and did volunteering, and then started to study, and then, eventually COVID happened and started a new job at the council. And yeah, it's just so much. It's just transition in this place. So yeah, I think the other thing is that, it's a small little place, but I've realized that I don't, it's what you do with things, I think. The space, what you do with things, and just having that ability to make anything feel like home. It is a beautiful spot, but we had to leave because there's holes in the ceiling and there's leakage through the walls. So I don't know if it's I guess I was on the fence. It was hard to leave, but in a way that kind of forced the action. And I don't know. I'm trusting. Trusting with the way things have unfolded, the timing. My partner's a teacher, so she could only move in the whole school holidays, and then we were able to get a place on the school holidays. And we saw a place before this, but I didn't feel committed enough to it to apply. And then when we went to inspect the place that we're moving to, she was on the driveway and she said, this is going to be ours. I'm manifesting it. And yeah, it just kind of lined up, and I feel it's kind of in the way that this place lined up for me. But of course, there's still this uneasiness about new surroundings. I feel a bit up in the air, so I'm looking forward to setting up the new place. Yeah. Lots of feelings. And I think wherever you live in life, the places, the houses, you don't forget them. They're all chapters, and chapters have to end, and with that, you bring in the new. And I realize that I'm a person that needs change, is healthy as well. So here's the new experiences in me saying goodbye to this place that I called home in Hawthorn, which will always have a special place in my heart, particularly, given that's where I've created my poetry trail, and doing my local exhibit in the Town Hall Gallery, I think, was a real beautiful ending to all of this, really. So yeah. Anyway, I'll give you a quick tour. And this is my room. Small, but that's a bit of an issue. Yeah. This was my little cave, my little sanctuary. Lots of dancing in front of this mirror.